Hey there, everybody. This is Carrie Hamblen, the CEO and president of the Las Cruces Green Chamber of Commerce, coming to you again with another one of our Zoom chats. We love doing these because it's a great way to uplift what our members are doing in the community. And today I have the executive director of the Spay Neuter Action Program, the one and only LaVaughn Hart. LaVaughn, it's great to see you. Even though I've seen you before, it's great to see you here. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great, and I'm glad to be here.
We're happy to be able to, we're happy first and foremost that you're members of the Green Chamber because what you do is really important and we want to make sure that we connect you with all the folks that will help you do the good work that you do. And I know that we've talked about this. I was on the SNAP board of directors many, many moons ago, and I'm very grateful and know about what you do. But I want you, if you don't mind, to share with people how SNAP came about.
Well, I just started a year ago, so I'm still learning all of those things. But my understanding is SNAP was actually founded in 1998. There was a group of community members, I believe mostly women, but probably some men in there too, from the area that realized there was a real issue in the Donna Ana County and Las Cruces with getting animals spayed and neutered. And so they did some private fundraising. They put together a little bit of money and they started issuing vouchers to assist people in getting their animals spayed and neutered. And over the years, that program has just grown and grown and grown. And in the past over 25 years that SNAP has been serving the Donna Ana County community, we've issued probably over 30,000 vouchers and facilitated over 24,000 spays and neuters for dogs and cats. And that's been an expenditure. Yeah, that's a lot. And that's been an expenditure about $2.5 million.
That's amazing. And I think, to drive home how important it is to try and spay and neuter your animals is that, and correct me if I'm wrong, I think one cat, if one mama kitty is not spayed,
right,
she can actually, there can be a result of, am I correct, like 7,000? Is that the number? Or what's the number?
it can be,
an enormous
it depends
amount.
on the length of time you're looking at and the survival rate, but easily I've seen national statistics that basically look at a period of like 14 years. And one mama, her babies, their babies, everybody's babies,
Their babies,
could easily add up to millions of cats within a short period of time. I did a little informational flyer and I was looking at that data and I was looking at, okay, so we helped neuter 300 cats. They are spayed 300 cats in this period of time. How many kittens could that be in 6 years? And the numbers are phenomenal, just absolutely phenomenal. And it's the same with dogs. Dogs don't go into heat quite as often as cats do. But the fact is they can have big litters and there you go.
Yeah.
And we definitely have a problem in this area with animals that don't have homes.
Yeah.
I mean, not feral cats are one thing, dogs that don't have homes. And what ends up happening? Well, they end up in your yard. Okay. Or they end up dead on the street. Or they end up in the shelter and, the shelter can only handle so much. They're a public entity. So we have a fairly high kill rate at our shelter.
Yeah.
So spaying and neutering, that's the only way that we're going to get this problem fixed.
Well, every nonprofit, would love to be put out of business, which means that they've addressed the issue. It'd be really great, but the reality is that this is a long-term commitment.
Yes. Yes. So as I said, SNAP's been doing this for 25 plus years.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah. I think I was on the board in the early days too, because it was Joy Miller and Sherry Guerra.
Yeah. And we have a great board. We're working at outreach all the time, but it's a huge problem. And I when I came out here, I had been in cat rescue forever. And then I met some people through the cat rescue that I joined here that were engaged in SNAP.
Mm-hmm.
And so when the opportunity came up to get involved, I said, yeah, this
Oh,
is right along this is in my bowling alley.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you've talked about, some of the challenges that SNAP has experienced, in addition to just the enormity of the amount of cats and dogs that are running loose, and that, there are folks who aren't, aren't or can't be responsible pet owners. And I think there's a difference there, is that there are some that are deliberately negligent, and then there are others who just don't have the means. And so, that's where your vouchers come into play. But you've talked about some of the challenges that SNAP has worked on. What do you see are some of the other challenges that you have to try and really address this?
Well, in some ways, one of our biggest challenges is that we don't have enough vets in this area.
Mm-hmm.
And we work with phenomenal vets, phenomenal. Their staff, they go above and beyond for us all the time.
Yeah.
But there aren't enough. So we see issues with appointment times being a month or 6 weeks out for people.
Oh.
And that may not seem like much, but I'm gonna tell you, gestation on a cat, kittens and dogs is only like 62 days. So, they get pregnant, pretty fast, and it repeats. And so we work with vets. We try to get our clients in. The vets work with us to do that, but that's a big issue. So I would love for us to have more vets in the program. And I'd love for the community to have more vets resources to call upon. So that's a challenge for us, is to try and figure out how we can get them into the vets as quickly as we can.
Yeah.
Another challenge, as with any nonprofit, of course, is funding. Vets, they give us great discounts.
Mm-hmm.
But it's still expensive.
Yeah.
Still expensive. And those costs, basically what happens when you get a voucher with us is, if you live in the unincorporated areas of Doña County, then we've got a contract with the county to provide no cost spay neuter for dogs and cats. But if you're in an incorporated area, we don't have that contract. So all of that has to be funded through donations and in other ways. And so we do have co-pays for those clients, because it's just, we can't do it through just grants and donations.
Yeah.
And the co-pays are low. They're $50 for a cat, $75 for a dog, but some people can't even afford that.
Yeah.
So we do try, if we have people in that circumstances, we do try very hard to find a way to fund for them. We have set aside account and things like that, but that's where we need help all the time. In donation is, and it's hard, and I get it. And there's a lot of calls on people's time and energy and money.
Yeah.
But that's a big issue for us. And those are the things that really get us, is knowing we're going to have the funding to cover the people that are coming in. And by the way, we're having a banner year. And last year was a banner year for us in terms of the number of clients we served. It's just been incredible.
Incredible, but also like,
scary as all heck.
Right. Yeah. It's like, it's fantastic.
So when I'm paying the vet bills and I'm looking at how many vouchers we have outstanding, I'm like,
yeah.
So yeah. But it is, we feel really empowered by the fact that people are finding us and they're coming in and they're doing this for their pets.
Yeah.
And that is absolutely wonderful. And
so,
we don't want to slow down.
And so, in addition to, I mean, certainly first and foremost, money, And I've got some ideas kind of churning that I'll talk with you when we stop recording. Um, but I think, and in terms, first and foremost, in terms of money, that's always going to be the big issue, is covering those costs for folks. But how else can folks help you as we finish up today? How else can folks help you today?
Well, we are always looking for ideas on ways to get our message out there. That we exist, and here's how we can help. So I'm always looking for people who've done things like this before and have ideas and want to share them. Part of why we joined the chamber was to start interacting more with the business community, people who experience these things.
Yeah.
The other thing, and I'll make this pitch, we would love to have a couple of new board members to expand our knowledge base, to expand contact. And so that's something that I feel is super important for us to do. And so if there's anybody out there who's just looking to be a board member and has an interest in animals, we'd love to hear from you.
Yeah.
Love.
Well, and you're experiencing what every single nonprofit in Las Cruces is experiencing, is trying to get more volunteers for either, community activities or the board. But, it's hard to say no to animals. It really is. It's hard to say no, especially the little babies.
Well, and we get them sometimes come by the office. It's so fun.
Yeah. Well, I think, what you do is incredible. I mean, we have 2 rescue kitties. I'm surprised Watson did not show up. We have Sherlock and Watson, 2 little rescue cats that we have, that we just absolutely love, and also feel a responsibility for. And we're lucky that we're able to provide them the care. But I'm so grateful that you are able to do that as well, so that animals can be healthy and that we don't have an overpopulation. And that can also lead to a number of other health issues that we really have to be concerned about.
Absolutely.
And so grateful for the work that you do at SNAP. If you are interested in what SNAP is doing, you can find their contact information either above or below. And you can reach out to LaVaughn and also Raquel, who's doing amazing work as well. You guys are, Rachel, you guys are doing amazing work. And would strongly encourage that. And if you're a member of the Green Chamber and would like to do a Zoom chat, contact me here through our private messaging, and I'll be happy to set that up with you. LaVaughn, as always, it's always great to talk with you, especially when we start talking about kitties and puppies and making sure that they're healthy and
Right.
making sure our community's healthy. So I'm grateful for the work that you do, and I know that I'll see you again soon. So thank you so much, and I hope you have a great weekend.
Great to see you.
All righty, take care.
Bye-bye.